So I want to make another video. I'm gonna delete my previous one because I don't think that was very good. But it's about Naruto and the anime. I still hold that their review is still 5 out of 10 in terms of the show, and I think that Bleach is better. But it's just this. It's more consistent, and the stuff that people make fun of in anime, like the running and the headband and stuff like that. But it's just that Bleach is more consistent. That's why I think it's a better show. But either way, getting that out of the table because I think people probably going to be a little bit mad that I don't know, maybe making fun of the show, but but it has some good moments, like the humanizing part with the existentialism as a theme. The whole philosophy around that. I think they do it very well in terms of humanizing the characters, and but the con is that they don't have a solution to the fear on how to solve it, which is why I kind of compared the Walker Texas Ranger episode 1+2 from 1993 TV series as a better way to deal with traumas. There's one part where deals with something horrific situation, and in a sense, the answer is that life has a way to heal itself, and that's just a very good message, because life is very messy, and I kind of feel that the show Naruto doesn't really try to do that. It just has a case of really making the struggles seem very real. They really do seem convincing and human-like, but I don't feel they have any essential answers. That's why it kind of does get the double feeling emo at times. But I do think, like Rock Lee or other characters as such, their struggles are very easy to sympathize with. So the show is very good at humanizing elements of real struggles, and I think this is very good at making you really sympathize with that, and I think the show does a very good job with that. Um, so what's the con? The con is it doesn't feel like it is in the category of ninjas. A little slight spoilers. 10 seconds in, but the Kabuto versus Kakashi fight. And yeah, and that's about it because the whole show is that was like the only part of the show that was about ninjas. I felt like the whole espionage and assassination, that kind of is what ninjas in ancient Japan was about, and yeah, and I don't, and I kind of have made a mistake earlier on thinking that orange, that doesn't seem like a thing ninjas would wear, but I was kind of wrong about that. They seem to have wore dull colors, but they were mostly navy blue, I think, in terms of trying to blend in with the villagers at the time, or the working people in terms of the clan or something. That's kind of what they were, ninjas, the assassinators of feudal Japan back then. And I also criticized the show a little bit of. I don't think there is a thing as ninja culture. Like there is no hitman culture. Even though I love the games, I don't think there's like a dozens of a hitman meeting another hitman. Like that never happens. Like it was more of a hidden thing, something that you would. Samurais would be a common thing, and not ninjas. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but maybe I take it too serious because it's a fictional show. But that's just some of the issues. Like for example, if it was focused on Kakashi, then from growth to adulthood, then it would be kind of cool because that guy looked like a ninja and it kind of would feel real. But but either case. Yeah, it just has too many flaws, but but it's not the worst show. For example, was sort of seeing it as something I would regret watching because oh no, like the jokes about running, and I would never be associated with this because it's so cringe, and I would never proudly say that I watched this show, but it has moments that are good. I think one of the main flaw is also the fillers, which that that's definitely a common fact that people don't like the fillers because you have the whole existentialism, right? And then they exploit it in the fillers that doesn't make any sense at all. Like that's why I kind of just make a folder called filler folders. Problem solved. I don't have to care about that later. And it's also just weird that like I don't think this is much of a spoiler because you're gonna get to know it in the show anyway. So I'm just gonna tell it. But there's like this whole meeting with Itachi when Sasuke fights him, and it kind of has this whole traumatizing moment of him just brain shocking him or something, and he gets sent to a hospital. Okay, that's a little bit spoiler, but okay. But the point is, he also has these filler episodes where he meets this Star Wars guy or something, and then he has a flashback of, "Oh, you're so weak," and I think like it just doesn't work, Like the first one works, and the second one just feels like a troll thing to do. Like it's almost a little bit funny that he put it in there, like it's supposed to be canon. I don't know. It just kind of doesn't work, Like the first one, okay, that's actually a little bit wow. If you know the backstory, then okay, that actually makes sense. But then it's the second part that is just funny. But yeah, I just think that Bleach is better. Naruto has his moment, but I don't think it's a flawless show. So yeah, I'm just gonna title this Naruto review. What's it called? A new review or something like that. I'm gonna figure something out. But yeah, I'm not saying that you should watch it because again, there's some stuff that are good, but again, if you can look past the all awkward running or something like that, because that is people kind of are like pinpointing this as kind of like the embarrassment of anime, and I that's like the one thing I think people just ripping this show on how awkward it looks. I don't know. It's just there's lots of other things. Like for example, if you were to like actually be anything about ninjas, you would play something like Tenchu or something that looks like a ninja or something. But yeah, this is definitely this is like meant to be a fantasy, but at the same time, I'm not sure if people buy it. But I just think Bleach is better because it's about actual fantasy, but it feels more like it's tied to some kind of mythology around it. So, and it's also just doesn't try to take itself too seriously. Sometimes too, it just gets to the point very quickly, and it's just lots of cool action. And I kind of feel like you can put this on and not get judged too quickly, like the Naruto show. So, but if you think I'm a plebe or something, then just rant above or below or something. But yeah, that's all my rant on this one. So, thank you for listening, and bye.